Today we're going to count down the top 10 Most Wanted Omnibus, as chosen by you, the Omnibus Collector community. Before we get into it, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and if you drop a comment, it'll get yourself entered in the giveaway. So today we're going to talk about the top 10 Most Wanted Omnibus. I reached out to the Gemini community, I reached out on Instagram, I reached out on my channel, and I reached out on the Reddit Omnibus Collectors. So I took all that information together and I created this top 10 list of the Most Wanted Omnibus. So some of these I don't really know too much about, but some of them I definitely know a lot about. We're just going to go over slightly what they may contain or just what the story will be, and without further ado, let's just get right into this top 10 list. So we're going to start this out with an honorable mention. Because I didn't have any input on this list, I figured I would have this as an exterior thing and just mention it real quick. So one omnibus that I would love to have made is a GAMBIT omnibus. I've seen customs done, and GAMBIT is just such a cool character, man. I've always loved GAMBIT a damn lot. He's always been one of my favorites as a kid, so and a GAMBIT omnibus, man. Remy LeBeau. You could have Uncanny X-Men 265 through 267. You would have the GAMBIT miniseries, the 4 issues. You could have the Trial of GAMBIT in there with the great 350th issue, that foil cover, man, that I loved so much of Uncanny X-Men. That would be a great omnibus. I'm big on the character omnibuses, and I think GAMBIT would be a great one. I think it would sell gangbusters. Number 10 on the list of Most Wanted Omnibus as chosen by you, we have Scalped by Jason Aaron. My boy Nerd X Core loves some Scalped. That is one that a lot of you requested, man. You really were down for. I've never read Scalped before, but just a little synopsis of what it is. It's 15 years ago, Dashiell Dash Bad Horse ran away from a life of poverty and despair on the Prairie Rose Indian Reservation. Now he's back. This time he's got something to hide. Dash is an undercover FBI agent and sent to investigate tribal leader Lincoln Red Crow, former Red Power activist, and current crime boss. So Scalp ran for 60 issues, and it's from Vertigo Comics. So that was a big one that people wanted to see made into an omnibus, so that definitely came in. It just made it at number 10. Number 9, we have Ghost Rider by Howard Mackie. I'm not rocking the Ghost Rider shirt today, but man, the super 90s style. Danny Ketch, Spirit of Vengeance, the Ghost Rider. I mean, that's just a classic 90s, man. Danny Ketch as the Spirit of Vengeance, with menace, misfortune, and mystery waiting for him after an origin whose full implications remain unrevealed to this day. The Ghost Rider goes flaming headfirst into a gang war between the Kingpin and his conjuring competitor, Deathwatch. So that was just sick 90s run, man. Classic covers. I'm surprised this isn't an omnibus yet. I'm surprised we don't have more Ghost Rider omnibuses, so this had to be definitely one, and you guys really got down on this Ghost Rider. Number 8, we have Agent Venom by Rick Remender. I'm unfamiliar with the character really, but I've heard many things about this character. I've seen a lot of the comics, the covers, that he looks awesome. Flash Thompson is Spider-Man's biggest fan. That hero worship inspired him to join the army, where he became a decorated war hero, and though he lost his legs, Flash never lost his dignity or his desire to serve. Now the government has offered him a chance to don the alien Venom symbiote and a hero once again. So now Flash Thompson is Venom, the government's most lethal special operative, but Flash soon finds himself losing control of his mind to the symbiote, as what normally happens when you are infected with the symbiote. So Agent Venom Omnibus would be definitely awesome, man. Character I don't know much about. I love getting into books where I don't really know too much about that character. So Agent Venom coming in at number 8. Number 7 on the list, we have Thor Volume 2 by Jason Aaron. I'm shocked that this hasn't been announced yet, especially with War of the Realms being reprinted recently, and we just got the Jason Aaron Omnibus. I'm really shocked that we haven't got this. So this will be what leads up to the War of the Realms Omnibus, and there's just a lot of missing stuff there in between the two. But you get the Asgard Shi'ar War, the War Thor, the Death of the Mighty Thor probably, God of Thunder Reborn, the Road to War of the Realms. So all this stuff is possibly going to be in there. Who knows what other little tie-ins and such could be included in that book as well. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Organic Priced Books, the best place to get your omnibus and other collected editions. Super fast shipping, bulletproof packaging, and amazing customer service. Use promo code DROCK to get $2 off your purchase at organicpricebooks.com. Join the OPB family today. Number 6 on the list, we have Nightwing by Chuck Dixon. This one was requested a ton, man. Growing up as Robin, the boy wonder, Dick Grayson fought crime alongside the mentor and father figure, Batman, but as the adolescent sidekick became an adult hero, he stepped out of the Dark Knight's shadow and took the identity of the Nightwing. So, never really read any of the Nightwing stuff. I was a big fan of him in, like, the animated series version of him and all that. Nightwing's definitely a cool character, though. I always loved the character design. I like Dick Grayson. That is the Robin, man. Definitely a sick omnibus. Something that I would definitely be interested in getting. Number 5 on the list here. This one was requested a ton, and with good reason too. This is the Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky run. You will know fear. After a dangerous brush with death, Matt Murdock must piece together his shattered life. Years of trauma have taken their toll, and becoming the guardian of Hell's Kitchen again won't be easy. Mistakes will be made, and one might prove to be the end of the Daredevil. So I've heard absolutely glorious things about this Daredevil run by Chip Zdarsky. The covers for this are amazing. I love the artwork. I've seen a bunch of the artwork of it, but I haven't read it yet. This shit definitely needs to be made, and I'm sure it will. I mean, I think the series just ended recently, or is ending. I think it just ended recently, but this would be a fucking fantastic omnibus, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm sure it's going to get made very soon. Number 4 on the list, one of my favorite characters of all time. We have Moon Knight by Ellis, Bunn, and Lemire. That would be a fantastic omnibus, man. We need the Lemire Moon Knight collected. You have the Mr. Nightman. So bringing the horror and intensity of Moon Knight to new heights, you'll be introduced to Mr. Knight, which is obviously a huge fan favorite ever since the success of like the Moon Knight show on Disney Plus, man. So if you had all those together collected in omnibus format, it would be amazing. You maybe even the Bendis in there too. See, all these are going to be things that obviously I don't know what would be collected if they were made, but I'm just gonna assume what will be in it. But this would be a fantastic omnibus, man, and they really need to get on this one for sure. Number 3 on the list, as requested by you, we have Batman by James Tynion IV, and it's something I'm unfamiliar with. I've seen covers for it. I know about like the Joker War. I've seen that reviewed. It is a new day in Gotham. Bane has been vanquished, but both the city and its champion are still struggling to pick up the pieces. Deathstroke, the world's greatest mercenary, is back in town under a new contract. Soon other hired killers follow, and Batman is surrounded by assassins, as usual. Like I said, the omnibus will probably have Joker War in it, and something that I'm unfamiliar with, the more modern Batman stuff, but this was definitely one that you guys really, really wanted. I mean, it was mentioned numerous times throughout all the groups, and this one definitely came in higher on the list than the others before. So getting close to the end, we have number 2 here. This one was requested a ton. I kept getting this over and over again. Everybody wanted this, and this is Civil War by Mark Millar. This is definitely Marvel event omnis have been coming out a lot recently, and this is one that everybody wants the most, it seemed. So after a horrific tragedy raises questions on whether or not superheroes should register with the government, longtime Avengers teammates Captain America and Iron Man end up on opposite sides of the argument. Writer Mark Millar and artist Steve McNiven split the Marvel Universe in two as friend fights friend in one of the most celebrated and successful events of all time. And it's 7 issues of the Civil War event, and there's just an absolutely shit ton of tie-ins and stuff collected in this. So it would be a giant book. And a really good book, man. I mean, the Civil War event was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed it. That is one that I'm sure is going to get a print soon, but you never know. But definitely, you guys loved it. You voted all over for it, so that came in at number 2. And here we are at number 1, the Most Wanted Omnibus that you guys all voted for. This one surprised me. Across every group, this one I just kept seeing it pop up. But number 1 is Birds of Prey by Gail Simone. Something I'm super unfamiliar with, but this came up through all groups. Everybody was down for the Birds of Prey. So Gail Simone, she took over writing for Chuck Dixon after issue 55 and continued to write for issues 56 through 108. And like the Birds of Prey is like the Huntress, the Black Canary, and Barbara Gordon. So it's a Batman Gotham theme, whatever. I'm super unfamiliar with even the characters besides Barbara Gordon and really the events that would take place in these books, but it's kind of like a girl team up sort of thing, I assume. But you guys really, like, through every single group, it was just Birds of Prey everywhere. So it was either the Chuck Dixon run or it was this as well, but mainly Gail Simone was popping up the most. So definitely one that I hope gets made for you guys, and maybe I'll check it out if it does get printed. Well, that is the top 10 most wanted list as picked by you, the Omnibus community. Let me know what books didn't make the list that you want printed down in the comments, and I really thank you all for participating in this. Without your guys' input, I wouldn't be able to make this list, and this is fully just you guys. This has nothing to do with me except for the honorable mention of GAMBIT. This is your list. Thank you for giving me this information and I put this video together. So as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay safe out there. Peace. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are giving away Thor by Walter Simonson Omnibus and a mystery slab. All you got to do to get yourself entered in the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel, like and comment on a video where I mentioned this giveaway. When we hit 1,000 subs, I'll use a random comment generator to announce the winner. Good luck.
Yeah.